I thought I was gonna have to sock somebody out on camera. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He wasn't listening at all.
Special Sundays radio show. I am your host, Miss Special. Here with super old friends. You guys want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah. My name is Tiron, and his name is
Ayomari, but reversed.
Yeah.
Because my name is Tiron.
Yeah.
And my name is Ayomari.
Welcome back to Special Sundays. Yay! So you guys just dropped the Wonderful Prelude Pt.1.
Yep.
I like it because it sounds a little more like crazy melodic. Did you guys use real instruments at all? Because that's what it sounds like.
We just really have been trying to focus on the musicality of just making music. Like, not necessarily beats, but like, let's really try to, tap into some different frequencies. So that's kind of what we've been on. Like, so the Prelude 1 is like the introduction to the musical instruments, and the Prelude 2 will be the introduction to new concepts and new ways of like listening to hip-hop music, as it were, you know what I'm saying? And then
both of those together is like a setup for the album.
It helps you understand what we want to do as musicians for The Great New Wonderful. So like we didn't want to put out like this album, The Great New Wonderful, and then people are like, okay, that's like way over my head, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Common's Electric Circus was dope, but like
it kind of came out of nowhere.
On, you know what I'm saying? 808s and Heartbreak was kind of slept on. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fact that that album wasn't nominated for a Grammy is like insulting.
But you just gotta I feel
like there should be like a bridge, like you have to help people grow with what you're working on.
Both of those albums, you had to really feel them. So I think you guys are setting the people up for the feelings. Like, well, even the first track is the Trust Fall, and it's like I really felt like you guys lined that up like you really want the listener to trust you. You know what I mean? And that's what the introduction is for an album. It's like, okay, I'm jumping into this. Do I trust you? So that's what I got.
That's what we was aiming for. And then it's been a while since we've dropped anything.
I'm pretty sure people got it, but you're like the only person who's verbally explained it, like, and it's like, yo, that's exactly what we want. That's the reason why we called it the Trust Fall. And like, because even that record is like introducing new themes. Like, that's not Tiron and Ayomari. If you're used to Tiron and Ayomari, that's not Tiron and Ayomari. But if you know Tiron and Ayomari and you trust us.
So then PRTY N BLSHT, kind of like a Biggie spin, but not really, because you guys kind of took a different angle on it. What was that like setting up for PRTY N BLSHT?
Black people have black conversations. You know what I'm saying? Not excluding nobody, because it's obviously humanity that we all care about. But when black people get together, we like, man, black people party way more than we celebrate. So like, that's how it kind of came out. And I really got to thinking about it. I was like, yo, we are definitely encouraged to turn up for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's not Christmas. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not St. Patrick's Day. It's turn up. Because why? Because it's Friday. Yeah. I guess, you got off work, but is that really a reason to just get shit-faced and, like, ignorant for no reason? Is it?
Yeah.
We wanted to make a bittersweet turn-down song. The original version of PRTY N BLSHT was kind of, it teetered on the concept of what PRTY N BLSHT is, but more glorifying the partying of it. We kind of wanted to make a party song that meant more than just partying.
Well, it's like a Sucker for Pumps, how you guys talked about how you're making music to women, not for women. And it's like you're making a song to party, not kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you're partying, but you're also like, wait, what are we really doing? And you're like making love songs.
Like, it's always like a bit of commentary behind it. Like, but it's always subtle and it's always packaged in a way where it's listenable and still banging.
Yeah, it's still fun, but it's like, wait, what did you just say? So why the umbrella for the cover?
He came up with the name The Great New Wonderful because it was like an album that he wanted to do a long time ago, but we were like, yo, that's like really pretentious.
Like you really had to like
if you're gonna do an album called The Great New Wonderful, it has to be.
And at the time, it was like,
of
not ready yet.
Of calling your shit, yeah.
But so, the name is wonderful.
The name is great. So like we kept the name, and I kind of always kept it in the back of my mind. And then as we're starting to work on new shit, I'm like, yo, we should name the album The Great New Wonderful. And he was with it, of course. So
and I had forgot all about it too.
And then I kind of got to adapt a philosophy to The Great New Wonderful and what it means to live in The Great New Wonderful. The Great New Wonderful is right now. Do you know who Lao Tzu is? Okay.
You guys always teach me things. You guys talk about Jack Kerouac and everything.
Oh, all right. So, like,
Yeah.
there's this philosopher, Lao Tzu. He says, if you're depressed, you're living in the past. If you're anxious, you're living in the future. If you're at peace, you're living right now. Like, I feel like there's a lot of amazing moments that happen right now, but we're so trying to either live in the past or live in the future that we don't really acknowledge them.
We've been having a lot of conversations about happiness and actualizing yourself and your potential, like actually finding it and taking a hold of it rather than talking about doing it and just meandering around, like stepping out and taking that risk and what it means to just appreciate what's going on right in front of you.
And the reason why we had the umbrella is because it's letting no one rain on your parade. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that way you'll always be able to acknowledge now for being now as opposed to being a rainy moment.
The master. I almost felt like it was notes to yourself. Like, you're sitting here, like, writing to yourself, like, do this, do that. Who did you guys have in mind when you guys were writing that? And who is that guy?
There's a movie called The Master, and he saw The Master and decided to write something kind of based on it.
Yeah.
But, like, we had, like, a record, and I liked it, but I didn't really, for some reason, I just wasn't sold on it. So, like, I loved the name The Master, and I loved what we wanted it to mean. So, like, I found this other record that the homie DK, who we worked with, and he had this record. And I was like, yo, can you resend that to me? So he sent it to me, and then I just wanted to come up with, like, a mantra. Like, because that's what the original was, but it was more of a questioning the mantra as opposed to the actual mantra in order to master oneself. They're like instructions, you know what I'm saying, in order to help you hold your umbrella. Because we all have umbrellas. We all have, let me block out the bullshit, but we rarely know how to hold it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like knowing how to fall down and knowing how to get up will allow you to hold your umbrella much tighter.
So I swear I could talk about this all day. But what's next? We have the second one. You already said it's gonna be more conceptual. What else are we expecting from y'all coming up?
The album.
Yes.
Yeah, the Great New Wonderful. That is coming after the next prelude. So it's going to be much lighter than Sucker for Pumps. Sucker for Pumps is moody because it's dealing with relationships and ups and downs.
I'm just really excited to kind of explore new ideas. And I feel like that's what the Great New Wonderful is. I have this urge to make music that is not an answer. It's a question. It's a constant question because I feel like as humans we want to question and we want to become better. A lot of us feel like we have the answers when really we're dumb as fuck. We've learned very little, think we know a whole lot. But I feel like the music that we represent is like we're imperfect, but we're perfect. And that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're perfect, is because we're imperfect. And we kind of realize it, so it's like we pose these questions. Is happiness attained through material wealth? Is it attained through spirituality? What makes one happy? Is happiness constant? Can it be constant? Or is it sporadic? Does it happen at moments? You know what I mean? Like, can you find happiness in sadness? Can you find the beautiful disaster? Can you? I think you can.
You're starting the conversation. Like, these are all conversation starters. And at the same time, like, there's the quote that a wise man knows that he knows nothing at all. Exactly. And that's about it. Have a special Sunday. Stay special.
Yeah, shouts out to Miss Special. Tiron Ayomari. Great New Wonderful. Summertime.
This is the most colorful brothers, you know what I mean, on the coast, you know what I'm saying? Don't let them push over the East Coast with that prism, you know what I mean? Word up. Seen it like the zenith, you know what I mean?
So
real. Really real. Yes.
What the fuck?
Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?
He styled on the whole
boom.
Like, what the fuck do I do now? I guess I'm done. No more. That was tight as fuck. I wish somebody wrote that down.
We have it on film.
This is true.
We're going to play it back.
Yeah, that shit is tight.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know if you remember what he said.
Something about Zenith.